Peace. I'm Chocolate Amun Ra, and this is the morning message. I want to thank you, everyone. I want to thank you very much for tuning in today's morning message. I am Chocolate Amun Ra, and this is the morning message. I also want to thank you for all of you who subscribe, and I'm just a messenger. I tell you that all the time. You know what I mean? This is something that I do for the love of my people. I do these things and report these things and put these information out there. I'm not trying to be like no one else but myself. But I know I get gratification and feel in my spirit that it's at peace and is at ease. So when I do these videos, sometimes these videos is more harder than others. Some of these videos is sensitive, and I know how people react to a lot of the videos that I put on social media. Listen here. All information is good, regardless if you like it or not. All information is good. And if you're selling yourself out, and you believe this information is not good, you're basically selling yourself out. Before we get into the morning message, I want to say this, to give all due respects to the Creator. The sun rises. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Hotep. Amun. Peace to the gods, the goddesses, the kings, the queens. Brothers and sisters, today's lesson is this here. Faith. I took pictures with a bean pie, and I'm going to go get the bean pie. So I'll enjoy the music a little bit. I'm going to get that bean pie and show you in a minute. I got the bean pie here. The reason why I got the bean pie is because this message today is based on, are we truly representing ourselves? Are we truly helping one another? Are we truly trying to understand one another's beliefs? Personally, my belief system is spirituality that flows through nature of all things. There is a creator, because none of you have not one figured how you got here. You know you got here through your mother and your father. But only through records that was left generations and generations throughout civilization. The records that we copied, broke down the language, and then beginning to manifest itself. Now, everybody wants to be right. Nobody wants to be wrong. that everybody's religion is right. But none of you cannot sit here and state that how the human race got here. You only know what it was told to you through records. How do you know those records are accurate? Because of belief. All religion tells you about belief in faith. All religion tells you that. The whole true, the true concept is not about man and what he says. The true concept is about your connection with the Creator. See, understand, and it's not hard. I'm not going to sit here and give you a whole drawn-out picture. Now, the reason why I got this bean pie that I bought yesterday, I love bean pie. I love reading the newspaper off by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. All right? Listen, I'm not making this stuff up. I'm telling you. I watch his DVDs. Personally, I love the man. You understand? Inspiration. He's one of my inspirations. I don't care what anyone you think. Because that man had more knowledge than knowledge itself. That's just a figure of speech, but he has so much knowledge. You can comply to what that man said and use it for yourself. A lot of people have many different descriptions of how they feel towards that man. Right? Now what about Marcus Garvey? I got books about Marcus Garvey. Garveyite, Africanism, Panism. I got books about Shahrazad Ali. People are going to mention things about Shahrazad Ali. I got books about Francis Cress Wellington. I got books about that. I got books on Dr. Ben Jehoshaphat. They're going to mention things about that. These are all melanated black people. Well, melanin, the reason why I threw in black is a lot of people, you have not got the understanding of melanin. And the only reason why I use the color culture as black is because that's what you can really identify. Because other than that, most of you just choose not to identify. And I'm not saying you're wrong or right. It has nothing to do with that. But what I'm trying to show you is this here. Are you helping your peoples? Because, listen here, this world that we live in here, we claim it is ours, and some people say, well, if it's ours, then why the Caucasian running the show? They says, if it's ours, why do we, so many of our people live in poverty, poor, suffering? Well, there's a lot of meanings for that. If a person don't want to do what they got to do for themselves, well, guess what? You're going to be in the situation that you want to be in. Some people, listen, some people get tired of working. Anybody think about that? And then you got to remember, too, we don't move as a nation. Do America move as a nation? Do we all move as one? No, we don't. We got so many different religions, so many different politics, so many different ways that want to make money, so many different ways of when it comes to sex, gender. It's an individual's free fall. Free fall. When at one time, this land that we live in today, people moved together. The indigenous people, which you call Indians, that was here first before all of us. Was they slaves before the people from Africa, that continent, came here? When other people came to this land and conquered it because they had more firepower. Or was the people too nice and showed them respect and honor to get to know them, and then they took advantage of it, and then they took everything they wanted? The reason why I show you the newspaper, the bean pie, is to show you can support your people without a problem. There's nothing wrong reading information. I've got some information about eating correctly. I mean, you can get it in other books and all that kind of stuff, but that doesn't mean it's going to fit for you. It doesn't mean it's going to fit for you. I'm not saying the information I'm reading here is going to fit for me, but for me, for the last 8 years, it's fit for me. I've been eating this beautiful bean pie. Okay? I support. When my mind was jelly, I'd go back. I went on my journey 8 years ago, and my mind was jelly. When I say jelly, it means I was polluted. My mind was polluted. My mind was all over the place. So you figure around, I go back 9 years ago. From 9 years ago, go back, my mind was jelly. When I say my mind is jelly, it was corrupted. My mind was corrupted in many different ways. I couldn't see correctly. I couldn't hear correctly. Support who? I'm not going to support no bean pie. Why would I want to buy that? Bean pie? Why would I want to read? Now, I always knew the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, Malcolm X, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I knew them a long time ago. But I wasn't too much of a supporter, because my mind was polluted. And I also let religion blind me, because I was in the religion of Jehovah's Witness. I let that blind me. I seen a brother that was on a train 15 years ago, maybe even a little longer than that, and tell me, do you know who you is, my brother? I got pissed at him, because I was looking at him like, brother, you looking at the finest thing on the planet. Look, you see how I dress? I dress to success. I was in a fashion world at the time. Couldn't tell me nothing. Couldn't tell me nothing. I was blind, but I felt his power. Before I got on that train, he said something else. He said, you fooling yourself. The brother said, you fooling yourself. I said to myself, who the hell he think he is? Brothers and sisters, this is part 1 in the morning message. Are we supporting ourselves? Are we? Too many discrepancies. I showed you, I support. And I'm going to show you in part 2. I support anybody that I think that's doing righteous. But I'm also going to let you know that it's a time of constructive discipline in part 2. Don't let another man tell you how to think and what to do. Don't do that. You're going to be the man you're going to be. You got to be it all the way. But if a man's going to tell you how to do it right, take into consideration and rise and be just that. I'm Chocolate Amun Ra, and this is the message. Peace.